Let's start. We'll go to Jalen Hurts, man. So going over to the NFL, man. Triple salute to Jalen Hurts, H Times very own. Um, he signs a great lucrative deal. Philadelphia Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts have reached an agreement on a 5-year, $255 million extension, which includes almost close to $180 million guaranteed for Jalen Hurts. Hurts' deal is the biggest contract in terms of average annual value in NFL history. However, Deshaun Watson still holds the record for the most fully guaranteed money for a quarterback or player rather in general with 230 million. Um, and also, I think one of the things that I think is the biggest testament to uh, the state and your superstardom in the sports arena is when you can negotiate that y'all can't trade me without my say so. And so Jalen Hurts has a trade clause in a no trade clause in his contract. So basically, he don't have to go nowhere unless he wants to. You think about LeBron. LeBron has the no trade clauses. Carmelo Anthony has the no trade clauses. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't think Steph needs to put a no trade clause in his contract, right? But I'm pretty sure he has one. Dame has one, and like I say, other great players, or so on and so forth. Um, and Triple salute Nicole Lynn, president at Clutch Sports. Jalen Hurts' agent, black woman. Triple salute to her for getting that deal done, man. Being the face and leading the way um, for black women in a sports arena that can appear to be dominated by men, but blazing
Yeah,
her blazing her own trail. So triple salute to her getting that done on the behalf of representing Jalen Hurts as his agent. Um, this is great for Jalen Hurts, but I feel like without question, this brings us back to the question at hand. So Lamar, Lamar, all right. Look, so the bar was originally set, appeared to be set by Deshaun Watson getting a 230 guaranteed, and now like some I've heard players talk about like when you're a marquee player and you come in a free agency or you come into a negotiate or renegotiation of your contract, it's your duty to reset the market as a player so the players after you could come and get their paper as well. Um,
mhm.
Deshaun at 230 guaranteed, then you got uh Jalen Hurts 180 guaranteed. Like and I know we had this conversation on previous pods, like, yo, the Ravens don't play their quarterbacks. Like, it is what it is. Like, yeah, like, what does this mean for, if y'all have anything to add on Jalen Hurts, cool, go. But my question is, what does this mean for Lamar Jackson's contract negotiations as it relates to him working with the Ravens or possibly trying to go find a deal elsewhere,
I
considering
have
he's
a question.
franchise tag?
I have a question. Has Lamar Jackson ever made to the AFC Championship?
No.
That's the big thing. I feel like at this point they're dangling that over his head because that's something that Hurts has accomplished in the short years he's been there. Deshaun Watson could have been there, but everybody knows that Houston has a trash off a front office, so they already knew he was in a better situation. He could have executed and got them a little further. Plus, the coaching was trash when he was showing off. So those two players deserve to get their money. When you look back at Lamar, it's like you have the talent, but at the end of the day, you showing us the only thing you showing us is that you're not that your passing game still needs a little bit more work. You're injury prone, and you've not gotten us to the AFC Championship. And even though we know why he hasn't gotten there, the front office is not buying it. And it's just like it's unfortunate, but they have their own reasons of feeling like, man, you're not worth it. Yeah, we may have sucked once you went down, but it's like we feel like if that's the case, we just need a decent quarterback to do what we need to do and pay everybody. When I feel like everybody else is just more like, dude, Lamar is great. Don't pass up greatness. work with greatness and give him what he wants, and just live with the fact that you gave a great quarterback a great opportunity. But that front office, they looking at look at this quarterback. Look what he's done. Look what Mahomes has done. Mahomes went to the AFC Championship alone every single chance he started. So it's just certain stuff they're looking at that I feel like they're paying more attention to rather than his actual talent. Because talent alone, Lamar should have been getting whatever he wanted a long time ago. But they just looking at dumb variables. I don't like it. Free Lamar.
I mean, I don't think the variables are dumb. I think they're looking and measuring it up against um, the progression of one. Yes, you've won the MVP, so we're gonna pay you high caliber money. But also, right, last couple of years you've been unavailable for the last, piece of the season, and then not only that, you haven't gotten us past the second round of the playoffs. So, with that being said, you know, I think 200 million may be permissible. I don't know if you get 250 guaranteed. Like, I don't believe that's in the question. I think they're trying to prove a point to, hey, that was an outlier contract what the Cleveland Browns gave, Deshaun Watson. They're a poverty franchise. They had to jump and do something extremely unordinary in order to get a guy and get their guy. But that isn't the same for the 99% of other teams. So if I'm Lamar, I think you're in a situation to where you shoot for the stars. You may fall on the clouds, right? So you aiming for 250 guaranteed. Yeah, man, would you take 180 guaranteed? You know what I'm saying? And we bolster it up with some incentives that may get it to 250 if you meet certain things. You know what I mean? So I think you got to like start looking introspectively and just start looking at other options of, hey, if I can't get 250 guaranteed, what am I willing to acquiesce and take that's still not a slap in the face to me? Yeah, offer me almost $250 million. Sign me up.
Dacius, do you think the hesitancy on Lamar is because of skill set or because of availability due to injuries?
Well, I'm gonna say because something Sean Hart kind of convinced me last time we talked about Lamar Jackson. And so I'm gonna say right now, I'm gonna give him a little bit more time. I'm gonna extend his time. And I'm gonna say right now it's the injuries. I'm just gonna say he needs to be a little bit more available. Um, because to be honest, I think the quarterback is kind of modeled. It can be modeled after him if he can be a perfect passer, right? Everybody will want to run like a running back and a receiver, but they'll want to also throw like Tom Brady and Joe Montana, right? So I feel like Jalen Hurts, and honestly, Isaac couldn't have said anything I'm saying. I couldn't have said it no better than what Isaac said, but Jalen Hurts just happened to get them all the way to the Super Bowl, so he can turn around and have ammunition to negotiate. Lamar, Jalen Hurts has your skill type, your same exact skill type, except you might be a little bit more elusive than he is, right? I don't feel like Jalen Hurts' arm talent is that much better than Lamar's. So pretty much same skill set. But the bargaining chips, Jalen Hurts has the bargaining chips. And like my boy Sean Hart said, it's just that's just where it's at for you. You shoot for the stars and catch a cloud or two. You know what I'm saying? Because you are still cream of the crop. You know what I'm saying? It's just we know your availability and we know your weakness in a sense, which I don't want to really call it weakness because it ain't like he ain't got no arm talent at all.